Welcome back to Monday Mishnah. We're in the beginning of chapter 4 of Brachot, which is pretty amazing. And in this Mishnah, we learn a little bit about the Jewish prayer services. Now, quick overview. We have 3 main services, starting Shachrit in the morning, Mincha the afternoon, and Mariv in the evening, or really nighttime. There's a 4th service, I like to call it the bonus service, called Musaf, which means extra or bonus, which happens on Shabbat and holiday afternoons. And so we're starting to learn in this Mishnah a little bit about where they live during the day. Now, the prayer services are really there in some sense to punctuate the day, to bring us back into constant conversation with the divine. So we learn that Shachrit can be said until midday. It's a morning thing until midday. Mincha can be said in the afternoon all the way to the evening. And that Mariv has no set time, and that Musaf has no set time. Now, like last week, we learned that Rabbi Yehuda, and that it's possible to disagree with the majority. Once again, we have Rabbi Yehuda here, and he says, no, those things are too broad. We're actually going to be stricter. All right, so we have 2 separate opinions. The second opinion, Rabbi Yehuda, he says that Shachrit is until the 4th hour of the day. The Mincha services really can only be done in the afternoon, and that Musaf has 7 hours into the day in which to be done. Now, big picture is, once again, we have disagreement on how that's so essential to the way the Jewish tradition works. But in addition to that the day is broken up into these services, that these services punctuate, as I said before, the way we encounter daily living, that we're being pulled from the rest of the stuff that takes our day, the work, whatever, and brought into a conversation with the divine. Now, there are lots of ways to do that. The Jewish tradition has offered these prayer services as one mechanism in which to do that. So I would ask you, what do you do to stop, reflect on the moment or the experience throughout the day? What do you do to take a step back throughout the day? Or do you just power on through, not thinking about anything but the work you have? So think about how that lives and how that works for you, and see if maybe a stop, a moment, a meditation, a prayer might be a useful part of your life. See you next week.